The scene, Jones, is Fog Allen Fieldhouse.
Yep, I was there.
The Tar Heels go into the locker room at halftime. Things haven't been great.
A little frustrated at that point in time, yeah.
But then from outside the Tar Heel locker room comes an angry voice, and it is not Hubert Davis. The people standing outside said locker room could hear that voice. They said, whoever is the owner of that voice should be on the pod. We have tracked down the owner of that voice, and it's James Brown, who gave the Tar Heels a stern talking to in Lawrence that we'll talk about. But, James, thanks so much for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
How's life as a Carolina basketball player?
It's great. It's wonderful. I love it. I love everything about it.
What do you like the most? Like when you're sitting there and you allow yourself just a second to be kind of happy with yourself, what do you think about when you think about, I really am a Carolina basketball player?
I think about when I was a little kid in the 3rd or 4th grade, and I watched the national championship game between Villanova and North Carolina, and I remember seeing like Marcus out there and all the different players, and knowing that like I'm wearing the same jersey or I'm wearing the same school that they wore. That's what I think about every time.
What was the process like for you? Because you were committed to Carolina for a while. What was that process like, the recruitment, getting to know Coach Davis? Just take us through all of that as you eventually made your way to being a Tar Heel.
Yeah, so it all started at the NBA Top 100 camp. Jawad Williams was my coach. He had seen me play. I played particularly well out there. He had talked to Coach Davis. He put in a good word for me. Coach Davis watched me play the next day. I had another good day. And then after that, Coach Davis called me that night, wanted to let me know that, he wanted me to come to Carolina, offer me a scholarship. And then from there, we just continued to build a relationship. They had come to see me a couple times at my old high school, St. Rita. They had came down there. They had, kept a communication with me and my parents. We just continued to build a relationship. And then when I finally came out to Chapel Hill for the first time, I fell in love with it. I loved everything about it. I loved everything, from the rooms to just the Dean Smith Center to just everything. Really, I just loved everything about Chapel Hill. And then a couple months later, I decided that I wanted to commit to Carolina, and ever since then I've been rocking with the Tar Heels, and they've been rocking with me. So
much of it now, recruitment, transfers, all of that, it is about the bottom line, right? Like it's about just straight, what am I getting to go to your school? Is there still a place in your mind for that part of it, for the relationship part of it, for the, boy, I like it here part of it? Is that still important in your mind?
Yeah, it's important. It's important at all. No matter, how many benefits or how much NIL you get, if you're not enjoying the people that you interacting with and that you learning from and going to battle with every day, then, no amount of money or benefits is going to make that worth it. So it's definitely about the people here, the relationships that I built, and even the relationships that I'm going to build within the upcoming years.
How did you figure that out? Because I think some people, even people much older than you, would have trouble getting to the point where they were willing to put the bottom line aside for the other things you're talking about.
I think it starts with my parents. I feel like the values and the things that they instilled in me growing up is definitely what helped me make this decision. There's been a lot of conversations that we had leading up to today, talking about, just knowing your values, staying around good people. People are going to tell you the truth. They're not going to tell you what you want to hear. People who value the same things as me. And I think that's what I saw in Coach Davis. That's what I saw in Coach May. That's what I saw in, the people that were on the team the last couple of years. And that's where I saw myself. So that's why I wanted to, that's what got me here.
I like that you visited, you fell in love, but then waited a couple months before you committed.
Yeah.
What kind of thinking were you doing during that time, even though you knew it probably felt like home, but what else did you want to see?
I wanted to make sure that I still felt the same way that I felt that day, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 days. I wanted to make sure I still felt that later. The way that I designed all my college visits was that I took them week after week after week after week. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of felt the same way about most schools after, like, man, I really like it here. I can see myself here. I can see myself there. But you know, after I left Carolina, it was like, man, like I could really see myself here. Like it wasn't just like, man, I like what they showed me. It was like I like everything, you know.
So what have the first couple months been like? What has been harder than you thought it might be? What has been better than you thought it might be? Like what, just immersing yourself in it, what's it all been like?
It's been great. You know what? Something that might have been harder than I might have anticipated was probably the weight room. You know, I knew that one thing that I need to work on is my body and getting stronger and getting bigger. So just I've been really trying to push myself, and Jonas and everybody in the weight room has been doing a great job of pushing me in the weight room as well, making sure that, you know, I'm getting stronger. But not only that, but just like watching the stuff that I'm eating, you know, making sure I'm getting enough protein, I'm getting carbs, all of that stuff, making sure that I got as much energy to you know, give my best every single day. Some things that have been great, just basketball has been great. The relationships that I've been building with the guys on the team have been great. You know, and I'm really excited just to keep going, keep getting better, and keep growing.
When we talked back right when school started, you seemed really excited about just all the opportunities, not just basketball, but everything that was involved at Carolina. What of those things do you feel like you've been able to dip your toe into a little bit, and what are you still excited to learn more about?
To be honest with you, I've been actually like exploring some new things about myself. You know, I take a drama class, believe it or not. I never thought that I would be an actor, but I've been learning in that class, and I've been taking some stuff from the drama class onto the basketball court too. We read a book called the Inner Game of Tennis, and it talked about how it basically breaks yourself into two selves, self one and self two. So self one is the critical self in your voice that's always telling you like, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this better, I got to do that. And self two is the self that actually goes out and does it. So when it comes to me, one of the things that I need to grow in my game is been my jump shot. I need to become a better shooter, and that's what I want to expand into. And one of the things that the book talks about is in the game of tennis is that people, when they're playing tennis and they have a bad stroke, they're real critical about, oh, my hand is too high, it's too low, blah, 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 blah. But what the book talks about is eliminating self one and just letting your body do it. Like, so you're not thinking about it, you're just letting your body do it, because your body naturally knows what to do, but because self one is so critical towards self two, it messes it up. So I've been trying to apply that to the court, like not thinking about shooting, just doing it. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I like self two James Brown. I like self one and self two James Brown, but self two James Brown gets it done.
Yeah,
for sure. The best explanation ever in like 8 years on the pod of someone explaining something they learned in class and how they applied it to their
Take
sport.
it right.
That might be the best that's ever been done. And that was in a drama class?
Yep, drama
so what's
class.
That got to do with drama?
It talks about it relates back to drama with acting, not being so critical on yourself. You know, when it comes to feeling your body on stage, you know, feeling your breathing, you know, not worrying about, oh, am I going to remember my lines? Oh, am I going to remember this? But just going out and just doing it, because your body's done it so much, it naturally knows what to do. But your mind sometimes criticizes yourself so much that it messes it up, messes up the natural flow.
Sure. So you wear glasses.
Yep.
And you gone with the specs on the court.
Yes, sir.
Why is that your choice?
I feel like it's something that sets me apart. You know, one, I don't really like contacts. They're kind of uncomfortable to me. But two, you know, I feel like you don't see a lot of people out here with glasses or with goggles or specs or anything. So I feel like it's been something that can kind of separate me, and, you know, something that you know, kind of stands out about me a little bit.
I like them. I like the look.
I appreciate it.
I agree with that. I feel like you know it's James Brown when he's
Yeah,
out
for sure. Yep.
James Worthy wore the specs.
Yeah, that's right.
In the Hall of Fame. He's been on the pod.
Worked out all right.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yep.
Specs. Now, he hasn't been on the pod, so not as impressive. Do you feel like people underestimate you at first because of the specs?
I do. I definitely
agree
do.
with you.
Yeah.
They
definitely do. Yeah.
Do they ever
shouldn't
make
at
comments? Like, do you get...
Oh, yes,
you
they're
get
trash talk
about the specs.
Yeah, I get trash talk from people on the team. In practice, come on now. Yeah, practice, I get trash talk all the time. Big goggles fade. Yeah, I get all of that. But I'm used to it, so it just rolls off my back.
Who's the worst?
Probably Elliot.
I wouldn't have expected that.
Yeah, probably Elliott. But everybody talks they talk. But yeah.
All right, let's go to that halftime at KU. What prompted you to make this move and to let your voice be heard?
When you just made a big play.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, James had just had the putback right before the buzzer, before the end of the first half.
I don't know what really prompted it. I just know, I was watching the whole first half, and I just see, it just felt like the energy was lower than what it should be, and I just felt like we needed a spark, and I wanted to be somebody that can ignite that spark in the locker room, because one of the things that I said was that we work really hard, and that's something that we do as a team. We work really hard, and I feel like this year a lot of people underestimate our team, specifically the bigs, and I feel like that we shouldn't be underestimated, not just because I play the position, but because I see the bigs that we have every single day, and I play against them, and I know they're not bad, like they're really 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 good, and I just felt like we needed a spark, we needed something that was going to ignite us to kind of light a fire under us. So that's kind of all I wanted to do, is just let people know we work way too hard, Kansas is a good team, but come on now, we a good team too. We the University of North Carolina, we not about to go down. We got people in the fans talking all that stuff. They talking about us on ESPN. I'm already knowing, so it's just man, we gotta show people who we really are. When UNC, come on now, let's go.
Now, when James Brown gets fired up in the locker room, is it like this James Brown, or is it like profane James Brown, would we have to beep some parts out?
Yeah, it's probably profane James Brown. Yeah, Coach Davis wouldn't like the language that I was using.
You didn't say bejeebies at all?
Nah, I didn't say bejeebies. Nah.
All right, I feel okay. One more thing on this, and I have another question for you.
Okay.
You're on a team that has older guys. I mean, R.J. Davis is the returning ACC Player of the Year, and Jalen Withers has been in college for a long time. So you've been here a couple months. What gave you the confidence to be like, you know what, it's cool, I'm going to be the one that says something?
I feel like it's just knowing the maturity of our team, and just knowing that everybody kind of understood what I was saying, and they didn't take it from, oh, this is a freshman, trying to say whatever he's got to say. It's nah, he's right. We need to come together, we need to figure it out, and we need to go out there and handle business, because to be honest, it has nothing to do with me saying it. It's been moments in practice where, Jay Walsh has got on me, or Vin has got on me, Coach May has got on me. People have got on me and kind of brought me up to the same thing. So it's kind of I feel like I'd be doing them a disservice if I was kept quiet on how I feel, because, everybody going to do the same thing to me. We all going to hold each other accountable.
You mentioned you feel like people might be sleeping on the bigs a little bit.
Yeah.
There's still some unknowns there, and we're only in mid-November, so it's kind of fair that people don't know everything about Carolina's post players that they should. Mm-hmm. But once we get into February and March, what are people going to have found out about those guys that they don't know right now?
We some dogs, man. We some dogs. Man. Coach Davis said a couple days ago in practice, either you're gonna get barked at or you're gonna be the one doing the barking. And, I feel like at Kansas, we got barked at a little bit and then we barked back. It didn't work out how we thought. But, moving forward, we going to be the ones doing the barking. We some dogs, bro. We work hard. We handle our business. We go about it. But, we some dogs, bro. We going to be good. Sometimes
Coach Davis says he doesn't want country club.
Yeah.
When you're playing country club, how does that mean you're playing? You're playing like me, probably.
I'm not going to say like you, but probably,
You think I'm a dog?
Yeah, come on now. Yeah. Come on now.
You just made Adam's night.
Get ready, American. I'm coming for you.
Yeah. See, there you go. But nah, when he say playing country club, he mean like playing soft. You playing like you ain't got no worries. You chilling, you relaxing. Like you in a country club. You just it's no urgency, it's no rush. You relaxing.
Okay. I feel like I can ask you this question, James. I feel like I'm going to get a good answer from you.
Okay.
Now, we know that Coach Davis is very strict about the language that he uses.
Yeah.
But he will drop an F-bomb, of which, of course, I'm talking about fart.
Yep. Yep.
How do you not laugh because he's normally, if he brings that out, he's fired up,
Yeah.
right? Like, and he uses that word for the substitute for another word often.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you not laugh?
Bejeebus.
Yeah, how do you not laugh when he says that? Because it is pretty funny.
I think it's pretty easy not to laugh. Like when it comes to the moment, like he's not just throwing it out there just to be trying to be funny. So
Right.
you know, like
he is not trying to.
Yeah, right. So like you kind of know the moment, you know what he's talking about, and it's like like. All right, like that might not be the word that I'm used to, but it's like I get what he's saying, so it's like I'm not, it's not the time or place to laugh or to think it's funny. But yeah, I definitely get what you're saying though. Yeah.
Have you ever known anyone who used the word fart in such an absolute nasty fashion as he is capable of? Like he can say that word and make you feel like you've done the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Have you ever known anyone like that?
Nah, I haven't known anybody like that.
He's aggressive with it. I mean, it's impressive.
It gets the point across.
It works too. It gets us going. He went in the locker room and he dropped a couple F words, and you feel me? We came out and we
Once
responded.
You had James Brown and Hubert Davis saying fart.
Yeah, it
the
was
Tar
on.
Heels went out and played a lot better.
How long does it take you to get your hair ready for a game day? Because you've had different styles so far.
Yeah.
But mostly you do the braids, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so how long does it take?
5 minutes.
Oh, no,
nah,
so no time at all.
Nah, you just take the do-rag off, you put a little spray in it, and make sure my scalp is moist, and we all good.
Well, I mean, now, James, look at me. I'm not exactly playing on the same field as you are here. I'm surprised it's that fast.
It's pretty easy.
I like this.
I like this
we
look.
haven't seen that.
Yeah,
this
you haven't
much.
done this for a game day yet, have
Nah,
you? Is this
nah.
ever a game look that you have going on right now?
Yeah, it'll be for
It could
tomorrow.
be.
Yeah, for
Oh,
tomorrow.
for American, there
yeah,
we go.
For
All
tomorrow.
right, it's go time.
Americans in trouble. I'm a dog, and JB's going with the big hair. They got no shot.
In addition to drama class, what else do you like to do away from the game?
Play the game. Like
That's
video
it?
games. Yeah, play
Oh,
video
play
games.
video
Yeah,
games.
yeah,
Okay,
video
okay.
games. Video games.
What video games are on your list right now?
Recently, I've been playing a lot of college football 25.
Oh, yeah.
And then everybody on the team, like they be playing Call of Duty. The new Call of Duty came out, so everybody on the team be playing that. But everybody wants me to get on, but the only reason I haven't is because I haven't finished the tutorial yet. So I'm not gonna get on.
You're not jumping in those
Yeah,
waters.
nah. First they talk about the goggles, and they're gonna be talking about I can't play COD. It's nah.
Everybody said that Ian was super serious about 2K.
Yeah.
Is he super serious about Call of Duty?
He's super serious about everything. That dude likes winning, man. If he not winning, then he don't want to play. It don't matter what it is. He likes to win, so he's serious about everything.
What do you like about having some other guys in your class? You're not the only freshman. There are guys who are going through the same things you are. How's that been helpful to you?
It's been helpful a lot because I feel like we keep each other accountable. We knock on each other's doors when we got early mornings. We making sure we riding together. We making sure we get into class together. Like I feel like we all help each other out. Even when we had those days, like somebody might have a bad practice or something. At the end of the day, we get back to the dorms. We get each other's minds off of basketball. So it's easy. It makes it easy. It's like having two brothers. I'm an only child, but it's like what I imagine having two brothers is like.
Okay, we learned something about Ian. Tell us something about Drake that we don't know.
Drake be in the bed by 10 o'clock.
Oh.
He be in the bed by 10 p.m. I come out knocking on Ian and Drake door probably every day around 10:15, 10:30, trying to get him to go to Chipotle. And Drake don't budge. He does not budge. Ian will go with me, but Drake, nah, if you don't catch Drake while he's up, he's not leaving that room.
Yeah, it's over.
We'll take this part out before we send it to Jonas about JB going to Chipotle.
Nah, Chipotle's good. Chipotle's good. Double
Protein,
chicken,
Adam.
getting the double chicken, the protein. Yeah, Chipotle's
that's
good.
fine then.
Yeah,
Building your muscle. Yeah. It's protein.
Yeah, yep.
It's necessary. All right, you said one part of your game that you feel like you need to work on or are currently working on is your jump shot. What's the best part of James Brown's game?
My left hand.
Really?
Yeah, just the whole left hand. The right hand good too, but like the left hand is special.
When
It's special.
Wait, how did this happen? Was this just hard work? Was it something that you just realized, like, man, I'm really good here?
Yeah, it was a little bit of everything. I'm naturally left-handed,
Sure.
but I shoot the ball with my right hand. So most people always assume that I'm going right. And then, you know, I go left, and it just got, people just stopped, never expect me to go left. So it just got easier and easier. And then I, you know, continued to work on it, and it got better and better.
Okay, so Carolina had a player named Nate Britt who was that way too, right?
Yep.
So if you're naturally left-handed, why would you shoot the ball with your right hand?
That's just how I was taught to shoot it, with my right hand. I can shoot with my left hand too, but it's just not as pretty. The right hand is pretty, you feel me?
Okay, as a fellow only child,
Yeah.
I am too.
Yep.
Sometimes people talk trash about only child.
Yeah.
Why, in reality, are only children better?
Because we like quiet. Like everybody else, you know, noise, bunch of people running around. Like it's just calm, quiet. I mean, it's better. It's a lot better.
And we're dogs.
Yeah, come on now. Come on now.
Tell us a little bit about your parents. I feel like, I mean, you mentioned them earlier. Feels like y'all have a pretty close connection.
Yeah.
Just tell us a little bit about them and their role with you growing up.
They played a huge role. Without my mom, without my dad, I wouldn't be the person, the player, the athlete. I wouldn't be James Brown. You know, from day one, my mom has instilled, you know, the importance of education and the importance of school, and, you know, becoming the smartest individual that you could become, and becoming the best athlete that you could become too. And my dad has done the same. My dad, he played football at Howard University, and, you know, he just instilled the importance of athletics and the different doors that athletics can open for you. Like Carolina, like the amount of people that I've been introduced to, that I've met because of basketball, the places that I've been able to go, and that I'm gonna go because of basketball is just, that's all because of my dad and my mom, just the importance that they've instilled into me in athletics and education.
All right, Heel's going to Maui soon. Are you excited about the trip?
Can't wait.
You said you never been there.
Nope, that's one of those places I'm talking about. Never would have been to Hawaii without basketball.
What's now? Obviously, there's going to be a lot of basketball while you guys are there. Is there anything that you want to do while you're there outside of win all the games? A little water slide action, a little beachfront action.
I want to see the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see the water. They say they got real clear water in Hawaii, so I want to be able to see the water. But besides that, I'm focused on winning.
There we go.
Yeah.
Typically, when the team goes the day after the tournament's over, there's a lot of jumping off of a cliff that's sort of near the hotel.
Nah.
Are you someone who...
Nah, that's not me. Nah, jumping off.
Hear the rest of that
Yeah,
shit. Nah.
jumping off a cliff. Nah, I'm good. I'll watch everybody do it, but I'm not gonna do it. With
You'll
them.
take the pictures.
Yeah, right. I'll be there with the towels, making sure everybody gets dry after. Yeah.
What, as we move through this year, what do you hope that your role can develop into? How do you hope that you can best help this team this specific season here in your first year in Chapel Hill?
I think it's just continuing to learn and continuing to grow. You know, being able to play behind guys like Jay Walsh, Ty, Vin every day in practice, and be able to learn from Coach Davis and Coach May is just something that I'm really excited about this year. Just being able to learn and, you know, see, you know, kind of just adapt to college basketball, because it's a learning process, and it's been a learning curve for me for sure. But just continuing to learn and to adapt and make sure that, you know, in the years moving forward, that I'm able to be the best player that I can be and contribute however they need me.
How do you make sure that you don't get comfortable? As you said, I mean, you're playing behind some really experienced guys.
Yeah.
That you don't get comfortable being the guy who's behind those guys, and that you're ready anytime Hubert Davis looks down that bench and says, JB, get in, whether it's Allen Fieldhouse, the Smith Center, wherever it is.
Just not being satisfied, I guess. You know, I'm okay with you know, with learning and growing, but, you know, that's not where I want to be at the end of the day. I know like you know, everything's gonna happen for a reason, and, you know, my time it'll come eventually. But just making sure that you know, I'm ready as possible is just, you know, just not being satisfied. I guess that's the best answer I could give you.